First point, if the graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis. If the graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis shown by the line AB, parallel to the time axis shown by the line AB, come on. It means that the body is at rest. It means that the body is at rest. It means that the body is at rest. That is, velocity is zero. That is, velocity is zero. Velocity is zero. I'll repeat again. If the graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis, by the line AB, okay, it means the body is at rest condition. The velocity is zero. When the body is at rest condition, when the body is at rest condition, time period vary analu, the displacement point won't changes. It will be a constant line. So that means the velocity is equal to zero at this point. V is equal to zero at this point. Second point. Second point. If the graph is a straight line, if the graph is a straight line, inclined to time axis. If the graph is a straight line inclined to time axis, in brackets O to C, in brackets OC, OC shows that the body is moving with constant velocity. So here, if the velocity is constant, then only it will be a straight line. So it is in an inclined position. Here the velocity is constant. Okay. Next one, third point. So this is your second point. Third point, not point. Third point. If the graph obtained a curve OD, whose slope decreases with time. If the graph obtained a curve OD whose slope decreases with time, the velocity goes on decreasing. The velocity goes on decreasing. In brackets, motion is retarded. So this one, O to D, it was a decreasing one. Okay, the motion was decreasing portion. So here it is velocity decreasing. Velocity decreases. Okay, for the OD, the velocity decreases. And the fourth point, just take the fourth point. If the graph obtained is a curve, OE, if the graph obtained is a curve OE, sorry, okay, if the graph is obtained OE, curve OE, whose slope is increases with time. So the velocity goes on increasing. Velocity increases. Okay, velocity increases. Okay, that is in brackets, motion is accelerating. Okay, motion is accelerating. Okay, so remember, when we are discussing about the displacement time graph, so we will discuss about the velocity relation. So here, acceleration we'll discuss from there. So here, when we are discussing about the displacement time graph, there are the segments. One was constant displacement. When the constant displacement time period vary, the object move. So at this moment, what will happen? The velocity is zero. Second case, so it was in an inclined position. So inclined position, it will be a straight line. For velocity, the constant step by step increase as per the time period. Okay, so that is your OC point. OC point velocity, it is constant. Third case, O to D. O to D, it is a curve. Once it was increasing, after that it will be slightly, it will try to decrease. O to D point, it was decreasing acceleration. Now time period area, the velocity was trying to decrease. Okay, it is a decreasing acceleration. And O to E point, the velocity was trying to increase. Okay, so it was trying to increase continuously with respect to the time period. So velocity on the increasing acceleration. This is increasing velocity. Okay, so this is your graph for displacement time. Okay, is there doubts, Sirika? We'll do some problems on this one by one. Okay. Okay. Second one, make the heading. Make the heading velocity versus time. Velocity versus time. Velocity versus time. Velocity versus time. Okay. Graph same graph. So for x-axis, it is time, and for y-axis, it is velocity. And for y-axis, it is velocity. So we'll discuss about the velocity versus time. Okay. Same graph. Other points, same graph. Okay, velocity versus time. Let's draw this one. It is a second graphs related to velocity versus time. Let's take this one. Done? Okay, this is the first point note panikonga. First point. So you can see, so displacement time compare panni paakumbodhu, you can see that. So first one velocity was constant. So velocity without any changes, it will be a relation. Okay, first point. First point. If the graph is a straight line, first point, if the graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis, if the graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis, if the graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis, as shown by the line AB, as shown by the line AB, as shown by the line AB, comma, it means that the velocity is moving with, that the velocity is moving with, that the velocity is moving with constant value, that the velocity is moving with constant value or zero acceleration. The velocity is moving with constant value or zero acceleration. So at this point, when the velocity is constant, when the velocity is constant, there is no acceleration. Velocity is constant. Okay, zero acceleration. So at this point, the acceleration is equal to zero. For the first point, for the line AB, because it is a straight line, velocity constant of move with respect to time period, but the acceleration is zero. Second point. Second point. Second point. If the graph is a straight line, if the graph is a straight line and inclined to the time axis, and inclined to the time axis, okay, OC, line OC, time axis, line OC, it means that the body moves with constant acceleration. The body moves with constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. The body moves with constant acceleration. Okay. Third point. Third point. Third point. If the graph obtained a curve, if the graph obtained a curve OD, the graph obtained a curve OD, whose slope decreases with time. Whose slope decreases with time. Whose slope decreases with time. Decreases with time. With time. So acceleration decreasing. So the acceleration decreasing. For the OD curve, the acceleration is decreasing. Okay. Fourth point. Next point. If the graph obtained is a curve, if the graph obtained is a curve, if the graph obtained is a curve like OE, curve OE, whose slope increases with time. 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 Okay, increases with time. The acceleration is increasing. The acceleration is increasing. Okay, these are the 4 points. And the third one, velocity versus time. Third one, velocity versus time. Okay, right? Okay, so third graphs, acceleration versus time. Third graph, acceleration versus time. Third one, acceleration versus time. Okay, same graphs. So x-axis, y-axis, and so it will drop into. So it is time, and it is your acceleration. This time it is your acceleration. C, B. Okay. Okay, O to C. Okay, so remember it was increasing. Okay, there is one more thing, decreasing. Okay, so I'll tell you one by one. Okay, just take them. First point in this. First point in this. Okay, first point. So it is AB or line irukku, OC or line. Okay, in that first point. When the graph is a straight line, when the graph is a straight line, ஏதாவது disturbance இருக்கு, ஏதாவது issues இருந்தா just let me know that. Others, please note it down. நான் வந்து record பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன், நான் share பண்றேன். Okay, when a graph is a straight line, parallel to the time axis. When the graph is a straight line, parallel to the time axis. Parallel to the time axis. Then acceleration is constant. So the constant acceleration. The acceleration is constant. Second point. Second point. When the graph is a straight line, when the graph is a straight line, having positive slope, having positive slope, having positive slope, then acceleration is uniformly increasing. Acceleration is uniformly increasing. So it was uniformly increasing. Acceleration is uniformly increasing. It is the line OC, uniformly increasing in brackets OC. Okay, have we done? Okay, third graph. Third graph and the third graph for this acceleration. Okay, so you can mention it is E to D. Third graph. Okay, take the third point. When the graph is a straight line, when the graph is a straight line, straight line, straight line, having negative slope. Remember, it is a negative slope. It was decreasing. Okay, having a negative slope, then acceleration is uniformly decreasing. The acceleration is uniformly decreasing. Uniformly decreasing. The acceleration is uniformly decreasing. Okay. 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 So next point. So it was uniformly decreasing. So there are 3 graphs are there. Okay. So it is related to acceleration versus time. There is some more are there. Okay. Fourth point. Okay. Take down the fourth point. Fourth point. For the uniform motion, for the uniform motion, for the uniform motion, acceleration is 0. For the uniform motion, acceleration is 0. Acceleration is 0, comma, acceleration is 0, comma, displacement and time graph, displacement and time graph, displacement and time graph is a straight line. Displacement and time graph is a straight line, inclined to the time axis, inclined to the time axis. At this point, acceleration is 0. Okay, remember at this point, acceleration is 0. When the displacement versus time graph, when it is increasing, that is velocity is constant. In this case, velocity is constant. When velocity is equal to is constant, acceleration is equal to 0. In that only, okay, continuation to that. And velocity and time graph, and velocity time graph, and velocity and time graph, straight line parallel to the time axis. Velocity time graph, straight line parallel to the time axis. Straight line parallel to the time axis. As shown in figure, parallel to the time axis. So it is parallel to the time axis. Again, here the velocity is constant, so acceleration is equal to 0. In this case, velocity is constant and acceleration is equal to 0. It is displacement versus time period, and it is velocity versus time period. Clear? So the x-axis terms, the y-axis terms, whether it is displacement or velocity, these points are important. Okay, right. Have you taken this? Okay, so it is your third point. Okay, take the fourth point. Take the fourth point. Sorry, it is your fourth point. Sorry, it is your fourth point. Take the fifth point. Fifth point. For the motion with uniform acceleration. For the motion with uniform acceleration. Motion with uniform acceleration. For the motion with uniform acceleration. Come on. Displacement time graph is a parabola. Displacement time graph is a parabola. Displacement time graph is a parabola as shown in figure. Displacement time graph is a parabola as shown in figure. So it is under uniform acceleration. Okay. So displacement time graph is a parabola. Come on. Continuation to that. Velocity time graph is a straight line. Velocity time graph is a straight line. Velocity time graph is a straight line. Inclined to the time axis. Straight line inclined to the time axis. So these two are uniform accelerations. These two are uniform accelerations. Okay, it is displacement versus time period. It is velocity versus time period. Okay, when there is an increasing velocity, remember when there is increasing velocity, the acceleration is. When there is a decreasing velocity, the acceleration is decreasing. Okay, when there is a constant velocity, the acceleration is equal to 0. Okay, remember displacement versus time and velocity versus time with respect to acceleration. Clear? So maybe questions on the objective with respect to this class sometimes. Okay, so have you done any doubts on this? Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask graphs. So we'll do some problems on the graphs, then we'll start the vectors and scalars. Any doubts? Okay, take the problem. Take the problem. One problem. It is with respect to graphs only. Okay. The velocity time graph of a velocity time graph of a motion of a car. The velocity time graph of a motion of a car is given below. Find the distance traveled by the car. Find the distance traveled by the car. Find the distance traveled by the car in the first 6 seconds. Distance traveled by the car in the first 6 seconds. The first 6 seconds. Sequence. Good stop. What is the deacceleration of the car? What is the deacceleration of the car? In the last 2 seconds. What is the deacceleration of the car in the last 2 seconds? What is the deacceleration of the car in the last 2 seconds? Okay, so this is your graph. Just take the points. So this point, y-axis is this your velocity 3 into 10 power 3 centimeter per second. 3 into 10 power 3 centimeter per second. And it is A point, it is B point, it is C, and it is. So the time period for this is 2, it is 4, 6, and 8. Okay. Karthi, can you mute it? Right, ma. Just take the graph. So it is nothing but whatever the graphs we have seen earlier. So with that only we can able to understand. Okay, error message பண்ணிருக்கீங்க என்னன்னா. Sir, repeat once again, sir. Okay, right. So I'll repeat the question. Okay, those are written, repeat once again. See the question. Harini and Kalyani Jairam. Is it the question or graphs? I just seen your chat, man. I'll repeat the question. The velocity time graph of a motion of a car, the velocity time of a motion of a car is given below. Find the distance traveled by the car in the first 6 seconds. For this first 6 seconds, we need to find the distance. Okay, we need to find the first 6 seconds, the distance. Find the distance traveled by the car in the first 6 seconds. Okay, what is the deceleration of the car in the last 2 seconds? What is the deceleration of the car in the last 2 seconds? Deceleration of the car in the last 2 seconds. This is your question. Okay. So remember, when you're solving the questions, when you're doing this graphs now, just try to understand the distance covered on Sonale, the area it was covering. You have to identify. Okay. So first, there are the two sets of questions. One was distance for the first 6 seconds. The other was deceleration for the last 2 seconds. Okay. Remember, x-axis on the time period, y-axis on the velocity. They have given in terms of centimeter per seconds. Okay. So let me note now. So distance covered. Distance covered for the first 6 seconds. Distance covered for first 6 seconds. Now, so distance covered on Solombode, remember we have to cover the areas, how much area it was covering. So till this 6 seconds, we need to find its distance. So when you're covering the distance, the formulas. So first of all, segments are split. Okay, segments are split on no. So it is your first segment. So for the 2 seconds, because it was increasing velocity. Okay, so when there is increasing velocity, acceleration is also increases. At this case, velocity with the constant variable, what will happen? The acceleration is equal to 0. We have to split. Our graphs என்ன பார்த்திருக்கோம் அது பேஸ் பண்ணி the questions இருக்கும். So it was increasing velocity, and here it is velocity is constant. Okay, at this case, acceleration is equal to 0. But here, what will happen? The acceleration is decreasing because it was moving downward direction. It is increasing acceleration, it is decreasing acceleration. Now, so first one, when you're taking the segments, so it is like a triangle. It is like a triangle because we take a triangle. Okay, it was related to y-axis as well as the x-axis. And same thing for the BC section. So it is like a rectangle. Okay, it is like a rectangle. So we have to take the two sections. So one triangle and one rectangle. When you add the areas of these two, it is nothing but your total distance. When you add these two, it is nothing but your total distance. Now we'll see. First one, distance covered for the first 6 seconds. For the first 6 seconds, you can say triangle, area of a triangle, area of triangle plus area of rectangle. You can mention like this, area of triangle and area of rectangle. Okay, for the first 6 seconds. For the first 6 seconds. Remember, 6 seconds mattunda kettadunala these two areas are covered. If they have asked you the total 8 seconds, 3 areas are covered here. Area of a triangle, 2 areas of triangle and 1 rectangle. Okay, now, so first one. So area of a triangle. Area of a triangle is half length into breadth. Area of a triangle is half length into breadth. But inge length edu, inge breadth edu. Okay, if you see that x-axis and y-axis, the difference we have to consider. Okay, so first we'll see the triangle. Triangle is half into x-axis, the time period, how much duration we have taken. This time period, it is 2 seconds into 2 into the highest peak. Okay, how much distance it was covered. So with respect to y-axis, so it is 3 into 10 power 3. It is 3 into 10 power 3. It is your area of a triangle. Now we will see the area of a rectangle. When you see the area of a rectangle, and remember now the centimeters appearing now, so I'm not going to change anything. Now, for this case, rectangle, I'm going to consider this x-axis as well as the y-axis. For this rectangle, okay, the area is nothing but length into breadth. So remember this length and breadth. So it is your difference. Remember, it is 6 centimeters. It is your 6 seconds and 2 seconds. This difference we have to see. Okay, so difference between these two. So it is 6 minus 2. Okay, this seconds into the peak. It is 3 into 10 power 3. It is your area of a triangle and it is your area of a triangle.
எனக்கு வாழ்படமா
யாரும் அது மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. Okay. So when you take the relations, you'll get the answer. Now, adding these two, you'll get the answer. So it is half into 2, 2 will get cancelled, 3 into 10 power minus 3, plus 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay. So 4 into 3, it is 12 into 10 power minus 3. So answer is 15 into 10 power 3. 15 into 10 power 3 centimeters. Okay. It is your distance. 15 into 10 power 3 centimeters. Now, after finding, you can convert into meters. Okay. So it is 150 meters. Okay, it is a total distance covered for the first 6 seconds. Is there any doubt in there? You can ask me.
Sir,
Yes, ma, tell me. It is not display. Yes, ma.
சார் நான் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 2 செகண்ட்ஸ்க்கு ஆக்சலரேஷன் கண்டுபிடிச்சி அதுக்கப்புறமா
Okay.
கினமேட்டிக் ஈக்குவேஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணி கண்டுபிடிச்சேன் சார்.
I didn't get you, ma. இன்னொரு தடவை ரிப்பீட் பண்ணுங்க.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 2 செகண்ட்ஸ்க்கு ஆக்சலரேஷன் கண்டுபிடிச்சேன் சார்.
Okay.
அதை யூஸ் பண்ணி s = ut plus
we can do. There are so many methods. நான் இப்போதைக்கு வந்து
2 செகண்ட்ஸ்க்கு நான்
yes, we can do. No issues. See, remember
1/2 80
yes.
2 செகண்ட்ஸ்
நம்ம பண்ணலாம். Yes, நம்ம பண்ணலாம். ரிமெம்பர் நான் வந்து கிராஃப் பேஸ் பண்ணி போறதுனால ஐ அம் கிவிங் யூ த ரிலேஷன். சப்போஸ் உங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த s = ut plus half a square அந்த ஈக்குவேஷன்ஸ் எதுவுமே வரல. Yes. We can do it. There are so many methods to solve it. Okay. So அது பேஸ் பண்ணி போலாம். செக்மெண்ட் வைஸ் நீங்க வந்து ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணி போறீங்க. இங்க கேसेसல என்ன ஆகும்? வெலாசிட்டி இருக்கு, ஆக்சலரேஷன் 0 ஆகும். So you can able to find the time period இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு. டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட் நீங்க ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணலாம். இது செப்பரேட் டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட், இது செப்பரேட் டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட். You can able to find it. Or else நீங்க வந்து graphical area method பேஸ் பண்ணி போலாம். There are two methods ஆகும். Okay. Indirect method இருக்கு, indirect method நிறைய பண்ணலாம். Okay. இது first segment. இதுல ஏதாவது டவுட் இருக்கா? Second segment, we need to find the acceleration. That is your deceleration for the last 2 seconds. Remember, we have to find the deceleration for the last 2 seconds. When you're finding the deceleration for the last 2 seconds, எனக்கு வந்து இங்க initial velocity, final velocity பத்தி நான் வந்து find out பண்ணேன். So here we know the time period. We have to find this acceleration. எனக்கு வந்து இது initial condition நினைக்கிறேன், இது final condition நினைக்கிறேன். So we know the initial velocity and final velocity will be 0 because it was your deceleration. Okay. So நீங்க இது first case நீங்க முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். I'm just erasing it. Okay. For the second case, v is equal to u plus at. For the second case, v is equal to u plus at. I'm just taking the relation v is equal to u plus at because it is related to your time period and the velocities. Okay. Now, for this case, so here if you see that, so the velocity v is equal to 0. The acceleration, initial velocity is nothing but 3 into 10 power 3 centimeter per second, and the acceleration we need to find, and time period is 2 seconds because they have given you the difference 2 seconds where the acceleration is decreasing here. Okay, right. So now, so find the acceleration from this, and remember whatever the acceleration you are taking, so this acceleration was your decreasing acceleration. Okay, when it is decreasing acceleration, you have to mention the acceleration is minus. Okay, so inga the plus varadu, it should be minus. Try to find the acceleration. Acceleration is 1.5 into 10 power minus
minus 1.5 into 10 to the power 3 centimeters per second square.
Yes, ma. Convert into meters. Convert into meters.
minus 15 meter per second square.
Per second square, yes. So acceleration is minus 15 meter per second square when you are converting into acceleration. Good, ma. Okay, just make it fast. Others, any doubts? Have I cleared it? Acceleration is minus 15 meter per second square. So in this graph, you can go with the slopes also. You can find out the relations. You can go with the slopes also. No issues. There are different terms are there, different methods are there to find it. Okay. So நம்ம வந்து at the end நம்ம time save பண்ணணும். That's it. Okay. So I'll give next question. Okay. So we'll see. We'll try to find it. Okay. Take the question. I'm just erasing it. Those who have done it, note it down. Second question. Second one. The velocity time graph. The velocity time graph of an object. The velocity time graph of an object moving along a straight line. The velocity time graph of an object moving along a straight line. Straight line is as shown in figure. Is as shown in figure. Is as shown in figure. Find the net distance. Find the net distance covered by. Find the net distance covered by the object in the time interval covered by the object in the time interval 0 to 10 seconds. The time interval 0 to 10 seconds. 0 to 10 seconds. Okay. So we are going to find the net distance covered by the object in the time period between 0 to 10 seconds. Also find the displacement. Also find the displacement. Find the displacement for the time period 0 to 10 seconds. We are going to find the time period. We are going to find the displacement and the distance. Okay, so it is your minus 20 meter per second, and here it is 20. It is 20 meter per second. Okay, it is 0. So this point is 4, and it is 6. It is 8, and it is 10. So here it is minus 10. It is 10. This height is 10. So we are going to find the displacement and we are going to find the distance for this graph. Okay, so earlier we have seen the graph. So you can go with either method. You can go with the slope method also, but the easiest method to find it, and we can able to save some time by the area methods only. So if you want to find the distance covered, remember, if you want to find the distance covered, you have to consider the areas it was covering. So if you see that there are 4 different sections out there. So it is 1, it is 2, it is 3, and it is 4. 4 different areas are here. Add these 4 areas, it is your total distance covered. Remember, it is a total distance covered. It is not displacement. Okay, it is a total distance covered. Just try to find the distance for this graph for the total time period of 0 to 10 seconds. At the 4 areas, we will get the answer. So the answer for the distance, it is around 100 meters. Remember, it is around 100 meters. It is around 100 meters. Just try it. You can take these 2 as triangles, or you can consider the whole as a triangle, single triangle. Both will be the same. So you should get the answer for the 10 seconds as 100 meters. You're getting the answer? Hundred meters distance. Yes, ma. Sorry. Okay, so have we completed? Yes, the net distance is 100 meters. Now we'll find the displacement. Remember, when we are discussing about the distance, we have to cover all the areas. We have to cover all the areas. We have to add all the areas to get the distance. But when you find the displacement, remember for this particular area, it was negative. Okay, for this particular area, because it was in your deceleration, it is a negative portion, so it is your minus. So whatever the distance you are getting, subtract this portion. Subtract this portion, you'll get the displacement. Okay, so the answer should be around for the displacement is your 60 meters. So distance is 100. Okay, displacement should be 60. So when you are discussing about the graphs, try to understand. So for the graphs, we have to remove the negative portion, or we have to take exactly the negative portions for the displacement. Okay, so one positive, and this one is negative for the displacement. Okay, right. So the displacement should be 60 meters. Yes, ma'am. Displacement is 60 meters. So I'm telling you, we can go with the slope methods, we can go with the equations also, and we can do the area methods also. Okay. So we need to save some time. Okay. So on the time saving this point, I have to draw the relations. Okay. As a practice panel, so in the graphs problems, I'll share you. So today I'll share you the document from this motion is writing worksheets. Okay, so try to practice, and those who are doing the units and measurement, try to complete it and try to submit it. So one or two members have submitted actually. Okay, need to submit பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Others try to practice it. If you have any doubts, just let me know. Okay, நீங்க இப்போ வந்து practice பண்ணாத கொஞ்சம் ஈஸியா இருக்கும். Okay, so next heading, vectors and scalars. Next heading, vectors and scalars. Vectors and scalars. So now on the ரொம்ப டீடைலா எல்லாம் போக மாட்டோம் because you already know these relations. We will give the formulas. So எப்படி வருதுன்னு சொல்றேன். And the types of vectors இருக்கு. அந்த types of vectors நம்ம discuss பண்ணலாம். Then we will do directly the problems. Okay. இதுல வந்து addition of vectors, multiplication of vectors, those relations are important. Okay. Right. Vectors and scalars. Okay. Can anyone tell me how many types of vectors are there? Anyone? Types of vectors? Superman.
Equal vector.
Equal vector, yes.
Collinear vectors.
Okay, next. Then, ரெண்டு தானா? Okay, ma. Okay. I'll tell you that. So remember, when we are discussing about the vectors, first of all, we'll understand what is a vector. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you one by one. Okay, please mute it. Okay. So remember, when you are discussing about the vector, first try to understand vectors வந்து கொஞ்சம் mute பண்றீங்களா? So vectors வந்து it is nothing but your direction and magnitude combination. So service யாரும் அது? Okay. So it is both vectors is nothing but both magnitude and direction. So first of all, actually types of vectors போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி vectors வந்து divided into two parts. Remember, vectors are divided into two parts. Okay. Maybe you have studied this one. One is polar vector. It is not types, it is division. Remember, it is division. Okay. Vector is divided into two parts. One is polar and one is axial vector. Okay. Polar and one is axial vector. Polar vector and axial vector. Polar vectors வந்து it is nothing but having some starting point. Okay, ஒரு starting point இருக்கு. ஒரு starting point and it will try to travel in a straight line. Okay, so straight line applications எல்லாம் வந்து நம்ம polar vectors சொல்றோம். Straight line applications எல்லாமே வந்து நம்ம polar vectors னு சொல்றோம். Okay, like நீங்க வந்து எது வேணாலும் நினைச்சுக்கலாம். So நீங்க வந்து force னு சொல்லலாம். When these relations are related to straight line, when anything was related to straight line, it is your polar vector. Okay, but axial க்கு வந்து ஒரு பாயிண்ட் எதுவுமே இருக்காது. It will try to having some effect, rotational effects இருக்கும், angular effects இருக்கும். Okay, so it will try to start one point and it will be having some rotational effect, continuous rotational effect மட்டும்தான் இருக்கும். You can mention it as a straight line and it is nothing but your angular. Okay, axial vector வந்து related to angular effects or rotational effects. Okay, examples வந்து torque, okay, angular velocity, angular displacement. Okay, so angular momentum, there are so many things are there which are related to axial vectors. Polar vectors, we can discuss about the displacement, force, work. So what are things we are relating to the straight line? These are your polar vectors. So vectors are divided into two things, polar and axial. Okay, polar is related to straight line and axial is related to your angular position. These are your type divisions. Now we'll see the types of vectors. Types of vectors. Next one, types of vectors. Types of vectors. You can take one by one. I'll give the headings first, then I'll explain it. First one, types of vectors. First one, equal vector. First one, equal vector. Equal vectors. Second one, negative vectors. Second one, negative vectors. Third one, zero or null vector. Third one, zero or null vector. Fourth one, unit vector. Fourth one, unit vector. Fifth one, orthogonal unit vector. Fifth one, orthogonal unit vector. Orthogonal unit vector. Okay. Sixth one, co-initial vectors. Sixth one, co-initial vectors. Those are having disturbances. Now on the எதுமா நான் திரும்பி ரிப்பீட் பண்றேன் சொன்னீங்களா சார் சரிங்க சார் நான் திரும்பி ரிப்பீட் பண்றேன். Okay, so the types of vectors again I am telling you that யாருமா அது what happened? Okay, I'm repeating again. I'll repeat again. First one, equal vector. Second one, negative vector. Third one, zero or null vector. Third one, zero or null vector. Okay. Fourth one, unit vector. Fourth one, unit vector. Fifth one, orthogonal unit vector. Fifth one, orthogonal unit vector. Okay. Fourth one, unit vector. Fifth one, orthogonal unit vector. Sixth one, co-initial vectors. Sixth one, co-initial vectors. Co-initial vectors. Seventh one, co-linear vectors. Seventh one, co-linear vectors. Eighth one, co-planar vectors. Eighth one, co-planar vectors. Ninth one, localized vector. Ninth one, localized vector. Tenth one, non-localized vector. Tenth one, non-localized vector or free vector. Non-localized vector or free vector. Non-localized vector or free vector. Okay. 11th one, position vector. 11th one, position vector. So there are around 11 types of vectors out there. Okay, I'll repeat again. Now, repeat pantan. Those are having doubts. Those who are having some issues in hearing. Okay, I'll repeat again. Equal vectors, negative vectors, zero vector or null vector, unit vector, orthogonal unit vector, co-initial vector, co-linear vector, co-planar vector, localized vector, non-localized vector or free vector, position vector. These are the 11 types of vectors. Okay, one by one we'll see. Okay, first one, equal vectors. Now explain pandra. So those are having any doubts, they can ask me. So first one, equal vectors. Equal vectors. Equal vectors. Now two vectors having equal magnitude. Okay, so both are having equal magnitude. Both are having same direction. Assume there are two vectors A and B having same magnitude and same direction. Same magnitude and same direction. Same magnitude and same direction we call it as equal vector. Same magnitude and same direction we call it as equal vector. Second one, negative vector. Second one, negative vector. Okay, so here equal magnitude, that is same magnitude but in opposite direction. There are two vectors A and B. Okay, same magnitude but opposite direction. Same magnitude but opposite direction. Okay, so equal vector, same magnitude, same direction. Negative vector, same magnitude but opposite direction. Can you mute it, please? யார் பேசுறாங்க தெரியலையே. Okay, third one, 0 or null vector. Third one, 0 or null vector. So you can say that 0 or null vector and so on. So here the magnitude is 0. Here the magnitude is 0. Magnitude is 0. When there is a 0 magnitude, okay, ange we cannot able to define the direction. So under 0 magnitude, so null deflection is there. So that is there is no proper direction. Okay, so we cannot able to identify the direction. Okay, direction is not defined. You can mention it as direction is not defined. Not defined. Okay, so it is under 0 vector or null vector. Okay, right. So next one is unit vector. Next one is unit vector. Next one is unit vector. Unit vector, unit vector is nothing but unit magnitude. Okay, a single magnitude, unit magnitude, a single value, one value. So unit magnitude. So unit magnitude, the vector will be identified only with the direction. So it will be identified only with direction. So direction based பண்ணி தான் நம்ம வந்து define பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். Okay, so for example, வேணும்னா example பார்க்கலாம். Okay, assume there is a vector, a vector. So relation on the vectors எப்படி mention பண்றோம்னா a vector is nothing but a magnitude and a direction. So it is your magnitude and it is your direction. So a vector is a symbol, a vector is equal to a magnitude and a direction. Suppose magnitude வந்து 1 ஆயிருக்கும். Okay, that is only direction. It will be identified only with the direction because the magnitude is 1. This is your unit vector. Next one, orthogonal unit vector. Next one, orthogonal unit vector. Okay, is it clear? Super. Orthogonal unit vector. Orthogonal unit vector. So remember, when we are discussing about the axis, enna axis irukku, x axis, y axis, z axis. So under this orthogonal unit vector, நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்னா x, y, z axis we will try to convert in terms of directions. Okay, it will be identified and it will be mentioned as I cap, j cap, and k cap. I cap, j cap, and k cap. Okay, it will be mentioned as I cap, j cap, and k cap. Okay, so representation of x, y, z only we can say it is orthogonal unit vector. So representation of vectors is nothing but orthogonal unit vectors. Okay, next one, co-initial vector. Next one, co-initial vector. Co-initial vector now. So both vectors having, so more than two vectors or one vectors, both are having same different directions but same common point. The same common point. Okay, both vectors, that is a vector and b vector. Okay, both vectors starting from the same common point. Okay, same common point we call it as co-initial vectors. We call it as co-initial vectors. Okay, next one, collinear vectors. Collinear vectors. Collinear vectors on the, so both vectors, maybe I'm just taking it as two vectors. Both vectors equal or unequal magnitudes. Both vectors equal or unequal magnitudes. Magnitudes same irukla, different irukla. Both vectors equal or unequal magnitudes. Okay, acting along the same lines. Acting along the same direction. Acting along the same direction. Same direction. Okay, parallel lines. Same direction, parallel lines. Okay, parallel lines. These are nothing but co-linear vectors. So co-linear vectors are equal irukla, unequal irukla, same direction irukla, or parallel lines irukla. Okay, these are your co-linear vectors. These are your co-linear vectors. Next one, coplanar. Coplanar. Coplanar vectors. Coplanar vectors on the, so these are acting in the same plane. So for example, ஏதாவது ஒரு plane இருக்கு. For example, I'm just taking it as x-axis, the same plane, on the same fluid. Okay, so now ஒரே plane both vectors are traveling. The same plane, both vectors are traveling. Okay, these are your coplanar vectors. same plane lo, when both vectors are traveling, this is your coplanar. Co-linear one, it was different. So parallel lines are same uneven. Those are parallel. This is the same plane. Okay, localized vector. Next one. Localized vector. Localized vector or free vector. Sorry, localized vector. So initial point is fixed. Whose initial point is fixed? Or initial point is fixed. Fixed point based on that number discuss. Whose initial point is fixed. This is your localized vector. This is your localized vector. Okay, non-localized vector. So no fixed point. No fixed point. It can start from any point. It can go to the any point. Okay, without any direction, without any proper fixed point. So we'll be discussing. This is your non-localized vector. Non-localized vector. This is localized vector. Okay, localized vector, non-localized vector. And the last one, position vector. Position vector. Okay, position vector when we are discussing any vector with respect to the origin. Okay, when you are mentioning with respect to origin. Okay, so like for example, I'm just drawing a graph. So it is x-axis and it is y-axis. For example, any object is there. Okay, any point is there anywhere in the graph. Okay, when you are mentioning this object's position, so when we are discussing from the origin, when we are mentioning from the origin, this vector we call it as position vector. Okay, when we are discussing with respect to origin, this vector will discuss it as position vector with respect to origin. Okay, so these are your types of vectors. No, so types of vectors இதெல்லாம் இருக்கு. So இது ஆல்ரெடி உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். Maybe இப்போ வந்து vector addition and vector multiplication நான் வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்டா மூவ் பண்றேன். We have to do some problems. இதுல வந்து நான் ஃபார்முலாஸ் பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் நான் வந்து மூவ் பண்றேன். Okay, vector addition and vector multiplication. அதுல வந்து ஃபார்முலாஸ் கொடுக்குறேன், ரிலேஷன்ஸ் கொடுக்குறேன். Now, first one, vector addition. Vector addition lo, if you have any disturbance, any difficulty, just let me know. Now, I'm going to repeat the formulas. Vector addition, vector addition. First of all, we will see the vector addition. You have studied about the triangle method. You may have studied about the triangle method and the parallelogram method. Triangle method and parallelogram method. So, ரெண்டு இதுக்கு வந்து ஒரே மாதிரி தான் ரிலேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும், ரெண்டு இதுக்கு வந்து ஒரே மாதிரி தான் ஃபார்முலாஸ் இருக்கும், பட் அதோட ரிலேஷன்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் சேஞ்ச் ஆகும். கரெக்ட்டா? சரி, we'll see the relations எப்படி இருக்கும். So triangle எப்படி இருக்கும்னா, the graph, first of all we'll see the triangle. Triangle எப்படி இருக்கும்னா, so assume there is a vector. So it has a fixed point. So ஒரு vector வந்து ஒரு starting point ல ஸ்டார்ட் ஆயிருக்கு. Once this A vector completes, okay, there is one more vector which is starting from A. Okay, so ஒரு point complete ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் there is one more point start. Okay, இல்ல சிம்பிளா பார்க்கும்போது இது ஒரு initial condition, இது ஒரு final condition. ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து இனிஷியல் பாயிண்ட்ல இருந்து ஃபைனல் பாயிண்ட்க்கு டிராவல் ஆயிருக்கு. ஓகே, இதுல வந்து டிஃபரெண்ட் டர்ம்ஸ் எடுத்திருக்கு. இட் வாஸ் மேக்கிங் சம் ஆங்கிள் தீட்டா ஸ்பேஸ் பண்ணி மூவ் ஆயிருக்கு. ஓகே, சோ ஏ பாயிண்ட்ல இருந்து தட் இஸ் இனிஷியல் பாயிண்ட்ல இருந்து ஃபைனல் பாயிண்ட்க்கு ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் டிராவல் ஆயிருக்கு, மேக்கிங் சம் ஆங்கிள் தீட்டா. ஓகே, நவ இப்போ இட் இஸ் நதிங் பட் யுவர் டிஸ்டன்ஸ். திஸ் இஸ் நதிங் பட் யுவர் டிஸ்டன்ஸ். சோ என்ன வந்து இனிஷியல் கண்டிஷன் வந்து ஏ பாயிண்ட்க்கு போயிருக்கு, ஏ ல இருந்து பி க்கு டிராவல். ஓகே, நவ ஐ நீட் டு ஃபைண்ட் தி டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட். The displacement is nothing but your initial and final points. When you are joining an initial point and final point, this is nothing but your displacement. Okay, and this is nothing but your resultant. Okay, any two vectors or point and the inner point will travel ஆயிட்டுனா அதுக்கு வந்து distance இருக்கும் as well as displacement இருக்கும். So இது O1 நினைக்கும். O to B is nothing but your total distance, and O to B, this portion shortest path is nothing but your resultant. It is nothing but displacement. Now, so what I do to make it comfortable, நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா இது ஒரு straight lines நான் draw பண்ணிட்டேன். Okay, so இதுக்கு ஒரு perpendicular line நான் draw பண்றேன். Okay, so this perpendicular line I'm assuming making some angle theta. So ஏனா வந்து A க்கு B க்கு it was making angle theta. Now if you see that, so assuming the x-axis நான் என்ன வச்சிருக்கேன்னா B, it was making angle theta with respect to x-axis. Maybe நீங்க உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சா okay, or else I'll explain. You can chart box there itself. Chart box ல நீங்க வந்து மென்ஷன் பண்ணுங்க. If you know this, okay, I'll go to the front. So when you are doing with respect to x-axis, it is cos theta. Okay, when you are doing with respect to x-axis, we'll mention it as cos theta. Okay, so it is B cos theta. When you are mentioning with respect to y-axis, now it is a B sin theta. If you know this, I'll go to the next step. Or else now இது எப்படி வந்திருக்கு B cos theta, B sin theta எப்படி வந்திருக்கு நான் I'll explain. Okay, I'm just going it. If you have any disturbance, just stop me there. Now, so இது A vector and இது B cos theta because it was making an angle theta with respect to the x-axis. is b cos theta, and perpendicular point is b sin theta. So totally combined, what I'll do, I'm just drawing a right angle triangle. So for this comfortable, okay, this is your resultant R, and this particular point is nothing but b sin theta, and it is a plus b cos theta. Okay, either resultant the R vector. So resultant vector R is nothing but the final relation is R is equal to square root of R is equal to square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. This is your resultant R. So in the relation வந்து நீங்க find out பண்ணுங்க. This is your resultant R between these two. நம்ம hypotenuse எப்படி பண்றோமோ அதே கான்செப்ட் தான். So hypotenuse square is equal to opposite side square plus adjacent side square. Okay, same relation. Now from this triangle, if you want to find the shortest distance, or if you want to find the angle between resultant and one of the shortest vector, the resultant between one of the shortest vector, நான் வந்து ஒரு angle find out பண்ணணும். Okay, in the angle that sometimes we can say phi. Theta வந்து a க்கு b க்கு theta. Okay, angle phi வந்து resultant க்கு one of the vector. Okay, remember angle phi வந்து resultant க்கு one of the vector. So இதுதான் angle theta. So assume இங்க theta இருக்கும்போது it is assume இது 90 degrees இருக்கா, இது என்ன இருக்குன்னா theta is between a and b. Phi is nothing but resultant and a vector. Okay, now so if you want to find this angle phi, so the relation is tan phi is equal to tan phi edukuna, it is nothing but your opposite, because if you don't know the resultant with respect to your opposite and as well as adjacent, we can able to find, or else we can show it as a slope to find the angles. So it is tan phi is nothing but your opposite by adjacent. So it is b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. B sin theta by a plus b cos theta. These are your two relations. So இதே relations are parallelogram வரும், இதே relations are triangular. If you have any disturbance, you can ask. You can take the relations. So இந்த ரெண்டு formulas important. If you are done, just text me there. Is it done or not? Done? Okay, good ma. Okay. So next one, parallelogram. Parallelogram எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, so இதுல வந்து two vectors வந்து different points தான் start ஆயிருக்கு. But when we are discussing about the parallelogram method, both vectors are starting from one initial point. Both vectors are starting from one initial point. எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கலாம், அது ஒரு picture. Okay. So starting point, initial condition. So assume this is your vector A vector. A vector. Okay. And there is one more vector. It is B vector. Both are traveling with the same initial condition, same initial point. Okay, same initial point. Parallelogram and சொல்லும்போது என்னன்னா வந்து parallel இருக்கும், but it was making some angle theta. So this is your parallelogram. Okay, so A vector and B vector. So here these two are your parallel lines. Okay, so I need to find the resultant. Resultant எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, it will be between A and B vectors. It will be A and B vectors. It is nothing but B because it is your parallel line. Okay, again if you see that, so இதே நான் வந்து erase பண்ணும்போது this portion is nothing but your triangle method. So இது resultant ஆகும், this is your triangle method. Again நான் என்ன பண்றேன், for my comfortable நான் வந்து இங்க angle theta நான் வந்து consider பண்றேன் perpendicular point. So இந்த perpendicular point வந்து I am taking some angle theta. Again இது b sin theta ஆகும், இது b cos theta ஆகும். So whatever we have seen triangle method அதுல half தான் parallelogram ஆகும். Okay, right. So இங்க resultant என்ன வேணும், same எல்லாம் அதே steps தான். So what I'll do, நான் வந்து parallel lines எங்கே நான் எடுத்தனால இந்த portion நான் erase பண்ணுறேன். So I'm going to discuss again with respect to your triangles. Okay, so triangle நம்ம என்னென்ன formulas பார்த்துக்கோம், அதே relations தான். So triangle என்ன பார்த்துக்கோம், we have find the resultant. So R is equal to, again it is something but hypothesis relation. So இங்க என்ன ஆகும்னா, it is A and it is b cos theta. So A plus b cos theta and the perpendicular point and the b sin theta. So R is equal to square root of A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. It is your resultant relation. Okay. Now, if you want to find this relation, if you want to find, okay, what happened, ma? Is it doubt? Okay. So in the relation now, it is your angle theta. This is angle theta between A and B. Okay. So this is your angle phi. நான் phi நினைக்கிறேன் beta நினைக்கிறேன். Again same thing. Resultant one of the smallest vector நான் வந்து எடுக்கிறேன். So R and A vector. Remember, we need to find the angle and சொல்லும்போது remember it is phi. Okay, it will be resultant at one of the angle vector. So questions வந்து அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். So the angle between the resultant and the smallest vector and சொல்லும்போது it is phi. So this is tan phi is equal to opposite is B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Same relations. Okay, just take it down. Just take it down. But we'll do some cases in these things. Okay, over. Yes, sir. Okay, fine. So here, for this one, we'll do some special cases. We can mention some special cases because with respect to angle theta, it will continuously change there are directions. So for this, we can mention some special cases. என்னோட வாய்ஸ் எனக்கு கேக்குதுமா? நீங்க கொஞ்சம் மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. என்னோட வாய்ஸ் எனக்கு கேக்குதுமா? ப்ளீஸ் நான் மியூட் பண்றேன். ஓகே, ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்தா நீங்க அங்க சாட் பண்ணுங்க. இல்லனா வந்து நீங்க அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு நீங்க பேசுங்க. ஓகே. Okay. So special cases. First case. If theta is equal to 0 degrees, that means both A vector and B vector travel in the same direction. Yes, ma. Anand, tell me.
Please repeat, sir.
Sorry?
Sir,
நான் என்ன சொல்லியிருக்கேன்னா ஸ்பெஷல் கேசஸ் நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்கன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன், அவ்வளவுதான். வேற எதுவுமே சொல்லல. நான் என்னோட வாய்ஸ் எனக்கே கேட்குதுன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன், அவ்வளவுதான். இப்பதான் நான் வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். Okay, I'll repeat again now. Okay, special cases again it was related to a resultant and tan phi. Okay, so in the resultant tan phi related we are doing some special cases. Okay va, in the special cases la, okay, so direction enagum angle enagum adudha நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோம். Okay, first point in that இப்போதான் நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றேன். First point, if theta is equal to 0 degrees, if theta is equal to 0 degrees, நல்லா பாத்துக்கோங்க. A க்கு B க்கு theta 0 degrees இருந்தா A and B vector both are traveling the straight line. Okay, both are traveling the straight line in the same direction. So A and B in same direction. A and B in same direction. Okay, if theta is equal to 0 degrees, A and B in same direction. Now what will happen to the resultant? R is equal to நான் ஃபைனலா நான் நோட் பண்ணிடுறேன். R is equal to A plus B. Sorry, R is equal to A plus B. Theta 0 degrees ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா cos 0 degrees 1 ஆகும். Again A plus B whole square formula வரும் அங்க. So it is R is equal to A plus B. Okay, so அப்போ tan phi என்ன ஆகும்? Then tan phi என்ன ஆகும்? Okay, phi இருக்காது. ஏன்னா அங்க வந்து B sin 0 degrees. Sin 0 degrees என்னது? இது 0. So tan phi is equal to 0 because there is no angle between the resultant and there is no angle between A plus B. Okay, both are traveling the same direction. So the resultant R is equal to A plus B. First case. Second case, if theta is equal to 90 degrees, if theta is equal to 90 degrees, so that is perpendicular. So A and B are perpendicular to each other, making an angle of 90 degrees. If theta is equal to 90 degrees, making an angle of 90 degrees. If, for example, okay, so inge enna aguna theta 90 degrees enna right angle to each other, then R is equal to square root of A square plus B square. R is equal to square root of A square plus B square. It is like a regular right angle triangle itself. Okay, so regular right angle triangle madri da irukum. It is nothing but your resultant, it is A and it is B. Okay, now so appo tan phi enna agum? Tan phi is equal to the angle phi here. Okay, it is 90 degrees theta. So tan phi is equal to B by A. Tan phi is equal to B by A. It is 90 degrees. Okay, third point. If theta is equal to 180 degrees. Third point, if theta is equal to 180 degrees. If theta is equal to 180 degrees. Theta 180 degrees ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா, so usually opposite directions ஆகும். ஏன்னா வந்து 0 degrees same direction னா 180 degrees these two will be in opposite directions. A and B. Opposite directions. when resultant r is equal to, it will be opposite directional, then now a minus b agum. So again, as usual, tan phi is equal to c. Okay, so when theta is equal to 180 degrees, this will be in opposite direction, and the resultant r is equal to a minus b agum, tan phi is equal to 0 agum. Okay, this is your third one. So these are your special cases. Okay, so these are your special cases. There are doubts, can we do one problem on this? Shall we do one problem? Okay, man, take a problem. Or china problem panla. So after that, we'll move further. Okay, two vectors. First problem. Two vectors, both equal in magnitude. Two vectors, both equal in magnitude, have the resultant equal in magnitude of the either. Have the resultant equal in magnitude of the either. I'll repeat the question. Two vectors, both equal in magnitude, have their resultant equal in magnitude of either the vector. Find the angle between the two vectors. I'll repeat the question. Two vectors, both equal in magnitude, have their resultant equal in magnitude of either the vector. Find the angle between the two vectors. So we need to find the angle between the two vectors. Okay, there are two vectors are there. I'll take as P and Q. So P, Q, both vectors are same, both equal magnitudes. Okay, and either a resultant vector and either one of the vector or same item. Either one of the vector or resultant or same item. Okay, now I need to find the angle theta. So what I have to do? So resultant R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. So we need to find this angle theta here. Okay, நான் கொடுத்திருக்கேன் இது R தான் P ஆ இல்லனா Q ரெண்டு சேம் னு சொல்லிருக்கேன். நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா எல்லாமே சேம்னால I'll take P directly. Everything is P. This is also P. Okay, and this is also P. Okay, now so for this relation, so enagum P square is equal to 2P square plus 2P square cos theta. P square is equal to 2P square plus 2P square plus cos theta. Okay, now இங்க வந்து 2P square common எடுத்துட்டா 1 plus cos theta. Okay, so 1 plus cos theta into 2P square is equal to P square. Now P square cancel பண்ணிட்டு. From this relation என்ன வரும்னா cos theta is equal to it is 1, that is 1 plus cos theta is equal to 1 by 2 ஆகும். Cos theta is equal to minus 1 by 2. Remember, cos theta is equal to minus 1 by 2. So those who know the trigonometry, okay, they can do it. Find the cos theta here. Theta value find out பண்ணுங்க. So 1 by 2. 1 by 2. எந்த angle வரும்?
Minus 150 degree.
Sorry? Cos 60 degrees. Yes. Cos 60 degrees is 1 by 2. Correct? But it is minus. But it is minus. But it is minus. Minus. So cos theta is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay. So in the quadrant இது ஏதாவது find out பண்ணலாமா இது? Okay. So I'll take it as second quadrant. Okay. So for example, cos 120 degrees. Cos 120 degrees is nothing but cos 90 plus 30 degrees. Cos 90 plus 30 degrees. Cos 90 plus 30 degrees, 90 plus theta, it is a second quadrant. Okay, cos 90 plus 30 degrees. Second quadrant. Second quadrant வரும்போது on y-axis என்னாகும் cos function, it will be sine function, and it is minus. So it is minus sine 30 degrees. Minus sine 30 degrees, it is minus 1 by 2. Okay, so theta is equal to 120 degrees. Theta is equal to 120 degrees. We have to assume with respect to second quadrant base panel, we have to consider this because it is opposite, negative term. Okay, so theta is equal to 120 degrees. Okay. 4. Is it over? Okay, second question. Just take the second question. The greatest and the least resultant. Take the second question. The greatest and the least resultant. The greatest and the least resultant. And the least resultant of two forces. The greatest and the least resultant of two forces. Acting at a point. Of two forces acting at a point. Acting at a point are two forces acting at a point are 29 Newton and 5 Newton. 29 Newton and 5 Newton. 29 Newton and 5 Newton. If each force is increased by 3 Newton, if each force is increased by 3 Newton, each force is increased by 3 Newton, find the resultant of two new forces. Find the resultant of two new forces acting at a right angles to each other. Acting at a right angles to each other. Acting at a right angles to each other. I'll repeat the question. The greatest and the least of resultant of two forces acting at a point are 29 Newtons and 5 Newtons. 29 Newtons and 5 Newtons. If each force is increased by 3 Newtons, find the resultant of two new forces acting at right angles to each other. Okay, three forces now on the 3 Newtons add panadukam. What are the resultant forces? Okay, if you see in the question they have given greatest and the least. Remember, in the greatest and the least is nothing but P plus Q. That is, I'm just taking P and Q are the two forces here. Two vectors. P and Q are the two vectors. The greatest and least in P plus Q is your greatest. It is 29 Newtons. P plus Q is the greatest, 29 Newtons, and least on the P minus Q, which is 5 Newtons. Least on the 5 Newtons, which is P minus Q. Now you have to solve these two and try to find P and Q first. Try to find P and Q. So in the P and Q so what we have to do, we have to add plus 3 Newtons. Plus 3 Newtons for the both P and Q. Plus 3 Newtons add pannittu, again you need to find the resultant and you need to find the tan phi. Okay, you need to find the resultant and you need to find the tan phi for this. So try to find the resultant for this. So first of all, P and Q. Try to find P and Q for this. Solve பண்ணுங்க. இது வந்து greatest, இது வந்து least. P plus Q is greatest, P minus Q is least.
Equal to 17 Newton.
P is 17, correct?
P is 12.
Q is 12 Newtons. Yes.
17, sir.
Yeah, 17. P is 17 and Q is 12. P is 17 and Q is 12. Okay. P is 17 and Q is 12. Now, so we need to add plus 3 for this P and Q. Okay, we need to add plus 3 for this P and Q, and they have given it is a right triangle. Theta is equal to 90 degrees. Theta is equal to 90 degrees. So we need to find the resultant R. R find it pannu, and then we need to find tan phi. So they have given it is a right angle triangle. We need to find, and we need to add plus 3 Newtons for the both. We need to find the resultant and we need to find the tan phi. Find the value, resultant. Yeah, ma'am.
R equal to 25.
Yes, ma'am. Correct. R is 25. Correct. Tan phi.
Tan phi equal to 3 by 4.
3 by 4. 3 by 4. You can give the decimal point for this one. So it is around 0.75. It is around 0.75. Okay, so middle sometime கொஞ்சம் டைம் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் when we are doing the integration differentiation electrostaticsல ஏன்னா வந்து இப்போ at present electrostatics related integration related problems எதுவுமே இல்லை டீடைலா. So when you are doing the integration differentiation term electrostatics and angles term இன்னும் டீடைலா போகும்போது I'll give some shortcuts to you. Angles எப்படி ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்றதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு, ஏன்னா நம்மளுக்கு வந்து ஆங்கிள்ஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஓகே, அண்ட் இதுல வந்து லாக் ஷீட்ஸ் எதுவுமே அவைலபிள் கிடையாது, லாக் ஷீட்ஸ் எதுவுமே அக்செப்ட் கிடையாது நீட்ல. கால்குலேட்டர் லாக் ஷீட்ஸ் எடுத்து போக கூடாது. ஓகே, அந்த மூமெண்ட்ல பார்க்கலாம். I have some time. Okay, next question. Then we'll see the multiplication. Okay, next question. கொஞ்சம் ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க இது. Okay, the sum of magnitude of two forces. The sum of magnitudes of two forces. Magnitudes of two forces acting. Magnitudes of two forces acting at a point it is 18 Newton.
Sir, please.
The sum of. I'll repeat, ma. I'll repeat. The sum of magnitudes of two forces. Magnitudes of two forces acting at a point is 18 newtons. Is 18 newtons. I'll repeat. The sum of magnitudes of two forces acting at a point is 18 newtons, and the magnitude of the resultant is 12 newton. The magnitude of the resultant is 12 newton. Full stop. If the resultant makes an angle of 90 degrees, if the resultant makes an angle of 90 degrees, the force of, if the resultant makes an angle of 90 degrees with the force of smaller magnitudes, comma, what are the magnitudes of the two forces, comma, what are the magnitudes of two forces, what are the magnitudes of two forces. I'll repeat the question. The sum of the magnitudes of two forces acting at a point is 18 newtons, and the magnitude of the resultant is 12 newtons. Resultant is 12 newtons. Okay, so if the resultant makes an angle of 90 degrees with the force of smaller magnitude, what are the magnitudes of the two forces? Okay, so this is your question. And remember, இதுல வந்து step by step வந்து அவங்க clear-ஆவே mention பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So கொஞ்சம் confuse ஆக வேண்டாம். So here, first of all, the sum of the two magnitudes of forces. So what I'll do, I'll take it as P as a vector and Q as a vector. There are two vectors out there, P plus Q. இதோட வேல்யூ வந்து என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? It is 18 newtons, 18. Okay, and the magnitude of the resultant. So இதோட resultant வந்து R is 12 newtons. Remember, R is 12 newtons. Then, if the resultant makes an angle 90 with the force of smaller magnitude, remember, நான் இதுக்கு முன்னாடி சொல்லியிருக்கேன். So resultantக்கு smaller magnitude it was making an angle. இதுதான் நான் வந்து 5 ன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன். Okay, resultantக்கு smaller magnitude it was making an angle of 5. In the 5 தான் it was 90 degrees. In the 5 தான் it was 90 degrees. Okay, so they have given the 5 as 90 degrees. Now, so 5 கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So what are the magnitudes of two forces? We need to find P and Q. We need to find P and Q from these relations. Okay, so how to find the question? Okay, those who know, they can do it. So these are your relations. 5 on the 90 degrees to P plus Q 18, R on the 12 newtons. Theta kudukala. Remember, they haven't given you any theta here. Okay. Now, those who know, they can do it. Try to find P and Q. Others, try to concentrate here. Others, those who know, they can do it. Others, just see. So we know the resultant formula. R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. But எனக்கு வந்து cos theta தெரியாது, PQ value individual தெரியாது. அதுதான் find out பண்ணணும். Okay, so P plus Q என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? P plus Q is nothing but your 18 newtons கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, and R is nothing but your 12 newtons கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. இது மட்டும் தான் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. 5 வந்து 90 degrees கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Now from this relation இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா so நமக்கு இன்னொரு ஃபார்முலா tan phi is equal to b sin theta by a plus b, that is p. Okay, so tan phi is equal to q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. So a plus to p, b plus to q na எடுத்துருக்கேன். Okay, p plus q cos theta, q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. So tan 90, those who know you can tell tan 90 is
Infinity.
yeah, it was infinity. So tan 90 is infinity. So from this relation, so tan 90 infinity and so what I'll do, I'll take the numerator as 0. Okay, so anything me on the other 0 mention panali, it will be infinity only. So what I'll do from this relation, I'll take p plus q cos theta as 0. P plus q cos theta is 0. So from this relation, q cos theta is equal to minus p. So I'll take it as first relation. From this, q cos theta is minus p. Now in the first relation, I know substitute control, either substitute control. So I can cancel the cos theta. So when you substitute, you get the relation. Okay. So from this, try to find p and q. Okay. So step by step solve panel. And in our relation, p plus q is equal to 80 newtons. P plus q is equal to 80 newtons. So q plus 2 now minus p substitute pandren. So in the relation, I'll take q is equal to 18 minus p. I'll take q is equal to 18 minus p. I assume it is a second equation. So in the two equations, first and second, I'm substituting in the r. From this relation, I'm going to find p and q. Okay, slower try. So I need the values p and q. If this is already done, they can give us. Yes, Anand, tell me. Sorry, Anand, I cannot able to hear you. Anand. So, Kalyani, yes, ma. The answers are 5 on 13. The answers are 5 on 13. The answers are 5 on 13. Okay. Answers are P is 5 newtons and Q is 13 newtons. So you can practice this one. If you don't know, I'll help you with it. 5 on 13. 5 on 13. Done it? Okay, Indiki, I won't give any homework to you, but instead of homework, I'll try to share you a worksheet to you. Okay, a worksheet forward pandren, try to practice it. It is that worksheet related to your motion straight line. That worksheet is related to your motion straight line. So Maliki, we'll do the multiplication, we'll do some sums. Okay, multiplication remain important. Single relations, multiplication we'll do some sums, then we'll stop. So vectors scalars, you practice for me, doubts you can ask me. Okay, so then we'll start the laws of motion tomorrow. Okay, laws of motion ரொம்ப important. அதுல நிறைய content இருக்கு, நிறைய relations இருக்கு, block diagrams based பண்ணி questions இருக்கு. Okay, so daily at least நம்ம 2 to 3 methods நம்ம practice பண்ணணும். Problems இல்ல methods. ஓகே, நான் ஒர்க் கொடுத்துட்டே இருப்பேன். நீங்க ஒர்க் சப்ளை வச்சுக்கோங்க, சால்வே பண்ணாதீங்க. எந்த நாளைக்கு நீட் எக்ஸாம்னா நைட் உட்காந்து படிங்க. அப்போ மார்க்ஸ். யூனிட்ஸ் அண்ட் மெஷர்மெண்ட் நான் லாஸ்ட் வீக் கொடுத்துருக்கேன், கொஞ்சம் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ண சொல்லியிருக்கேன். இது வரைக்கும் யாருமே டவுட்ஸே கேட்கல. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச எல்லா பேரும் யூனிட்ஸ் அண்ட் மெஷர்மெண்ட் கிளியரா இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஏதோ ஒரு நாள் பிடிச்சிட்டு உங்களுக்கு டெஸ்ட்னு சொல்லிட்டு கொடுத்துடுவாங்க, அப்போ நீங்க எழுதுங்க. ஓகே, so இன்னைக்கு நான் மோஷன் ஸ்டார்ட் நான் ஆப்ஷன் ஷேர் பண்றேன், கொஞ்சம் பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ரைட்? so any doubts so far இன்னைக்கு டாபிக்ல? any doubts, any problems? So I'm just stopping here. இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் நீங்க ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. P 5 newtons, Q 13 newtons. 5 newtons 13 newtons. Okay, sir, right? Any doubts? எனிதிங் எனி இஷ்யூஸ்? ஸோ ஒர்க் ஷீட்ஸ் வந்து ஒருத்தர் 2 பேர் தான் ஷேர் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. அதர்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் லெட் மீ நோ தட் இஃப் யூ ஹேவ் எனி டவுட்ஸ். ஓகே, ஆர்எல்ஸ் நீங்க வந்து கொஞ்சம் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. Okay, others, anyone have if anyone wants a notes, suppose for example யாருக்காவது notes வேணும், இல்ல வந்து எனக்கு இந்த மாதிரி notes வேணும், இல்ல டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்ஸ் இல்ல ஏதாவது இல்லைன்னா ஐ ஷேர் those notes to you people also. ஸோ அதுல வந்து ஃபார்முலாஸ் ரிலேஷன்ஸ் எல்லாமே இருக்கு. ஓகே, நான் வேணா அது ஷேர் பண்றேன். ஓகே, ஸோ உங்க மேம் வர்றதுக்கு ஒரு 5 minutes ஆகும். ஜஸ்ட் டேக் a break, right? Then we'll see.